In this video, we're going to talk about a new momentum indicator that you can use for perfect entry and exit points. So to add this indicator to your chart, you want to go to TradingView and then click on Indicators and then type in Klinger Volume Oscillator. And it's going to be this one by Everget. For those of you who are going to ask about the time frame that I'm using as well as the trading security, well, as you can see here, it's the 15-minute time frame of CAD-CHF. But you're not going to be limited to this. You can actually try out this indicator on different trading securities as well as on different time frames. Now, this is how this indicator looks like, which is obviously different from what you saw on the thumbnail of this video. And I know what you're thinking.
Clickbait!
Well, that wasn't clickbait. We just changed the settings of this indicator to make it more usable. And this is how we did it. You just access the settings, and then on the style tab, you want to change the display style for the KVO option to area. Change color 2 of the signal line to white to make it more visible. And then we also want to disable the background. Next, for the first crossover option, we want to change its color to a darker shade of green. Increase the opacity to 100%. Do the same for the second crossover option. Change its color to a darker shade of red with 100% opacity. After that, click OK. Now, the Klinger Volume Oscillator by Everget is a super powerful trading indicator that can be used for volume identification. It's made up of this red-green histogram used to track bullish and bearish volume. And we also have this white signal line used to gauge the strength of the volume in the market. Now, how this indicator works is like this. Whenever this histogram is colored green, that indicates bullish volume, a signal line above the zero level, but inside the green histogram indicates that the bullish momentum of the market is increasing. As soon as this signal line gets outside of the green histogram, that may indicate a slowing down of the bullish momentum, which could be due to a retracement or a potential trend reversal to the downside. On the other hand, a red histogram like this indicates bearish volume in the market, a signal line that's under the zero level but trapped inside the red histogram like here indicates that the bearish momentum of the market is decreasing. However, as soon as the white signal line gets outside of the red histogram, that may indicate a slowing down of the bearish momentum, which may be due to a retracement or an overall trend reversal to the upside. These red and green dots are formed whenever the signal line gets inside or outside the histogram. As you can see here, as soon as the white signal line went inside the green histogram, a dark green dot was printed. Same thing happened here, only this time it was a red dot to indicate that the signal line just exited the green histogram. Now, a dark red dot is going to be printed whenever the signal line enters the red histogram. And then as soon as it exits the histogram, a green dot is going to be printed. These are going to be useful for our strategy because we're going to be using them to confirm market pullbacks. And we're going to go over how we can do that in the next few minutes with trade examples. However, for now, let's add one more indicator to the chart to filter out the false signals that may be produced by this indicator. On the indicator search tab, you want to type in RSI. And you want to go with this one under technicals. Next, you want to double-click on it so we can change some settings. On the Inputs tab, you want to change the length to 35. And then on the Style tab, we want to disable the RSI-based moving average. Change the RSI color to yellow to make it a bit brighter. We also want to increase the RSI middle band's visibility, so change its color to white. And then drag the opacity slider all the way to 100%. After that, click OK. So we're going to be using the RSI indicator for trend identification. Whenever the yellow line, which is the RSI line, is above the 50 level, that would indicate a bullish trend. Conversely, whenever the RSI line is under the 50 level, that is a bearish trend. Now, the next thing that we want to do is go over the entry conditions for taking positions using these two indicators. But before we do that, let's talk about the forex broker called HenkoTrade. Now, I've been using HenkerTrade for quite some time. As you can see here, this is my live account on HenkerTrade's web trader platform. The reason why I think HenkerTrade is a great broker is because of their low commissions and spreads. On Forex, for example, the spreads can go as low as 0.0 pips, which is actually the lowest spreads can go. And for those of us who love high leverage, well, HenkerTrade offers a maximum leverage of 1 to 500. And if all of this isn't enough, they're also going to give you a 100% deposit bonus for all your first deposits of between $100 all the way to $25,000. So if you deposit, say, $3,000, they're going to give you a bonus of $3,000, giving you a total of $6,000 to trade with. To access the bonus as well as all the other perks, well, sign up to HenkerTrade using the link in the video description. Now, back to the video. So how do we take a long trade using this strategy? Well, these are the conditions. First, we want to confirm that the market is in a bullish trend. To do that, we're going to be using the RSI indicator. We need the yellow RSI line to be above the 50 level to indicate that the trend is bullish. Now, condition number 2 is we want to use the Klinger Volume Oscillator to confirm 2 things. 1, the presence of bullish volume at the time of our entry, and 2, a market pullback. Now, the way we're going to confirm a market pullback using this indicator is to have a brief change of color of this histogram. We want it to change from green to red and then back to green. Now, immediately it changes color back to green, we need the white signal line to enter into the histogram. To be sure that it actually entered the histogram, we're going to be looking for this dark green dot to be printed. Then lastly, to confirm that there is significant bullish volume for us to take this trade, we need the white signal line to be above the middle line. All our entry conditions were met on this candle, so we take a long trade. The stop loss goes under the most recent swing low. For the take profit, it's going to be at 1.5 times the risk. Letting the trade run, and it was profitable. Now, this was another trade. As you can see, you basically want this green histogram to change color briefly to red just for a few candles and then back to green. Immediately it changes color back to green. We want a dark green dot to be printed like this to indicate that the white signal line just entered the histogram. Next, at the time the dot is printed, you want to make sure that the white signal line is above the 0 level. The 0 level is located at the center of this indicator right here. You want to confirm that this white number right here is greater than 0. You take a long position here, and it was profitable. Now, for a short position, we're gonna do the opposite, which is to confirm an initial bearish volume in the market followed by a market pullback. So this red histogram indicates a bearish volume, and then the volume started to decrease, which led to there being a market pullback, as indicated by the brief color change from red to green. And then to increase the probability of the price going back down, we want the color to change back to red to indicate the end of the pullback and a return of the bearish volume in the market. We also want the signal line to enter into the red histogram and a dark red dot to be printed. The candle where the dot is printed is going to represent our entry candle. Next, at the time the dot is printed, you want to make sure that the white signal line is under the 0 level. To be sure that it's under the 0 level, you just hover your mouse pointer at the dark red dot and you look at this number. It should be in the negative. Our last condition is to confirm that the price is in a bearish trend by ensuring that the yellow RSI line is under the 50 level. All our entry conditions are met on this candle, so we're going to take a short position. The stop loss goes right above the most recent swing high. For the take profit, we're going to go with 1.5 times the risk. Letting the trade run, and it was profitable. Now, this is just one of the methods of trading with this indicator. A second way of trading with it would be to add our own custom indicator called the PineTrades Market Beacon. Then double-click on the Klinger Volume Oscillator, disable the signal line, and the 2 crossover signals. After that, click OK. So the conditions for taking trades with these 2 indicators, in addition to the PineTrades Market Beacon, is like this. You wait for a long signal to be printed by the PineTrades Market Beacon, and then at the time the long signal is printed, the KVO indicator should be colored green to confirm the presence of sufficient bullish volume in the market. At the same time, the yellow RSI line should be above the 50 level to indicate that the trend is bullish. Once those conditions are met, you take your position. And then the opposite of this is true for short positions. You want a short signal to be printed by the PT market beacon indicator, and then corresponding to this short signal, we want the KVO indicator to be colored red to confirm the presence of sufficient bearish volume in the market to push the price all the way to our take profit. And then for the RSI, we want the yellow RSI line to be under the 50 level to confirm a bearish trend. Once these conditions are met, you take your position. Now, the PineTrades market beacon indicator is a private indicator. So to get access to it, you want to click on this link down in the video description, and you're going to get access to it as well as all the other chart prime indicators, including the market oracle, the market dynamics, the prime oscillator, etc. Using the link in the video description is going to give you a 30% discount as well as a 7-day money-back guarantee. So use the link. Now, that's everything for our strategy. If you have any questions, let us know in the comment section below. If you found value in this video, remember to leave a like and subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you next time.